Hey everybody, it's Paige, and today's video is going to be a tag. I could not tell you the last time that I filmed a tag video. I feel like tags used to be super popular back in the day, like back in the OG makeup days. Then I feel like I kind of stopped seeing them, but I feel a resurgence of tags, and I know people have they've done tags forever. It never stopped. I just stopped seeing them as frequently, and I've started to see a slight increase, and I saw one in particular and I was like, I need to do this tag. I'm in a point in my life where this is necessary, and that is the makeup declutter tag. So this tag consists of 10 questions, and if you don't know what a tag video is, it's usually a video where you're answering a set of questions, and then at the end you tag other creators to encourage them to film the same video answering the same questions. It's just a fun way to get different perspectives and answers, and kind of a fun thing to do as a community. But of course you don't have to do YouTube videos to partake in the tag. You can always answer the questions in the comments down below. I first saw this tag on Lauren May Beauty's channel. I will have her video linked down below, and she credited the original creator, which is Ava Marie. I will have her video down below as well. I watched Lauren's and then I watched Ava's, and I love this idea. I am in a point in my life where I'm trying to declutter and simplify my life, and I felt like this was perfect for me. And I don't really film a lot of tag videos, but let me know if you like these types of videos, because they're really fun to film, and I'm feeling nostalgic right now. Like, I definitely missed it. I will also have the questions listed down below in the description box so you guys can follow along and answer with me in the comments. I've only been filming for 8 minutes and my camera battery is about to die, so I will be right back. I also wanted to mention my art piece back here. I feel like you can't even tell that it's an art piece because it just looks like a canvas. The lights are really washing it out, and it's kind of far away to see the texture, but I think I'm gonna have to paint it. Let me know if you guys think that I should paint it or leave it like it is. If I do paint it, it'll be something that looks good with the colors in my background. I polled over on Instagram, and a majority of you guys said that I should paint it, so let me know your thoughts. But let's dive into the first question. The first question is, what is a makeup item that is impractical? Now, as you answer these questions, you're supposed to declutter the items along the way. Some of these I have already decluttered on my channel. I already pre-picked out my items. Some of them I am just like throwing in here as like new declutters. I keep using air quotes. I don't know why. So anyway, the first answer that I have would be pigments, loose eyeshadow pigments. I feel like they are super impractical. They are not convenient, therefore they are impractical, and I find that I literally never use them. And I just filmed a huge declutter and organization video surrounding all of my eye products, so like brows, mascara, pigments, glitters, single shadows, cream shadows, eyeshadow sticks, eye primers, all of that, and I decluttered a lot of loose pigments. So I just grabbed a few to show you guys. These ones are so pretty and so fun. I love the idea of them, like pure pigment. Like, how fun and cool is that? But realistically, they're messy, they're difficult to use, and I just don't have the patience for it. I used to be really into colorful eyeshadow looks, and I had a little creative kick, and I feel like that's kind of more who these are targeted towards. They're not for me, who does like everyday kind of natural glam type makeup looks. So yeah, these will be decluttered. It breaks my heart because they're so pretty, and I do have an appreciation for them and the use of them. I don't personally use them because they're a pain in the butt to use. So most of my pigments are being decluttered. I think I may have kept a few like super sparkling ones, but most of them are piecing out of here. Question 2, what is a mascara that is definitely expired? So I'm pretty good with my mascara. I'm pretty on top of it. I cycle through, and right now I have a lot of open mascara, and this is definitely my oldest one at the moment. This is Roller Lash from Benefit. I love this mascara. It's so good. It's one of my all-time favorites. It's very dry, and I don't know for sure. I couldn't guarantee that this was expired. It says 6 months. I don't know if I opened this within the last 6 months, but the fact that I can't remember concerns me, so we're gonna call this definitely expired. I can hardly use it anymore, and I cycle through quite a few mascaras, so usually by the time they get dry, they're expired. So I love this mascara. I would highly recommend this mascara, but it does need to go because it's definitely on the older side, but no worries. I have plenty where that came from. Question number 3, what is a red lipstick that you never wear? So if you know me, you know that I'm not the biggest fan of red. I don't ever really wear red lips. It's a very rare occasion, and when I do, I always get so many compliments, so thank you so much for making me feel good when I wear red lipstick. It's not what I prefer. I prefer neutrals in most aspects of my life. Decor, eyeshadow, lips, clothing, just like in general, I like neutral colors. So, red is just not, it's not a neutral for me. So this one is from Morphe. This is a really nice lipstick. This is in the shade Oh Boy. This is from their Disney collection. How cute is that? This is the red. It actually has like little Disney characters embossed along the sides. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that, but this is a beautiful red shade. If I wear red, most of the time it's gonna be a liquid lipstick, just because I know that it'll dry down matte and has a less likely chance of smearing all over my face. So I am gonna declutter this. I have to do a lip declutter and organization video. I kind of sneak peek to what my drawers are looking like right now in my eye product one, and it's definitely imminent. It's very, very... I dropped my phone. I don't even know what I was saying. I need to do it like right now. I needed to do it yesterday. So we're gonna go ahead and let that one go. You'll probably see more red lipsticks decluttered in the near future, but that's gonna be my one for today's video. Question number 4, what is a high-end product that was not worth the money? This was easy. My brain went immediately to this product. This is one that I decluttered through working my way through my entire makeup collection series, and I feel like you guys may be able to guess this. It was one of like the first 2 days. It was like the first day or the second day. That is this powder from Dior. I hate this powder, and it breaks my heart because this was expensive. I do love Dior's makeup products in general, generally speaking. This one, however, was a no-go. I don't know if it's because I have oily skin or I did not like this at all. I tried it a few times and it was just not worth the money at all. Like, never would I purchase this again. So there's very few products that I feel that strongly about, and this is one of them, which again, it makes me so sad because I feel like it's fancy and I want to like it. It also already has like ridiculous amounts of hard pan, and I've used it like 3 times, so that's fun. Definitely not worth the money for me or worth the hype. I don't know, that was just not it. Question number 5 is a drugstore dud. This one again was pretty easy for me to pick out, but it was also one that I previously decluttered. I'm kind of cheating a little bit in this tag, but it's only because I literally decluttered this like within the last week, so it's still fresh and I'm still, you know, this is a whole process. It's a whole process. But my drugstore dud is this concealer from LA Girl. This was awful. I don't understand how this had so much hype built around it for so long. I know it's not really talked about anymore. I feel like this is old news, but like 4 or 5 years ago, like this is everybody used this. I want to say Shane XO used to rave about this. I could be wrong, but this was just not good at all. It was a weird consistency. The color was bad. It did not wear well. This was terrible. So yeah, that one is gonna be gone. Don't ever let me repurchase that concealer. Don't ever let me say like, oh, but like maybe I'll like it now. No. I will not change my mind about that concealer. It was not good. Wow, I feel like very aggressive. I feel like this tag is bringing out my aggressive attitude towards makeup. I don't know why. It's well, it's not aggressiveness. We'll call it passion. I'm passionate about these products but just not in a positive way. Number 6 is an eyeshadow palette that I forgot I had. That would be this one from ColourPop. This is the Dream Street palette. I have had this for a very long time. I had this when I lived at my parents' house. I moved out of my parents' house in 2020, and I had this well before then. It was in a makeup bag, and I had a setting spray that spilled and it like stained the packaging. I thought I decluttered this, and it's funny because Ava, I think she also, yeah, it was also a ColourPop palette that she mentioned in her video, and she mentioned like she didn't know like if she decluttered it or not, like she couldn't remember, and that was exactly how I feel about this. Like I was like, I saw it in my drawer when I went to go look for an eyeshadow palette, and I was like, I still have that? And it was in the first drawer that I opened, so I felt like it was meant to be. This is a Kathleen Lights and ColourPop collab. Great palette, don't get me wrong, great palette. It's very old though, and I don't ever use this anymore, so I do feel like I need to allow this palette to exit my collection. I'll escort it to the exit, so yeah. Dream Street palette is gonna be decluttered. It makes me sad because I love ColourPop and I love their eyeshadow palettes, but this one I need to let it go. I need to let it go. I haven't used it in I don't know how long. I literally do not know how long, probably years. Number 7 is what is a foundation that is not your shade, and I'm pretty sure that this is not my shade. I think this is, oh wait, is this even open? Yes it is. I think that this, I keep getting hair stuck in my lip gloss. Not a fan of that. I think this is too light, I want to say. Yeah, definitely too light. This is from Laura Mercier. This is the Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation. I was going to use this in a working my way through my makeup collection video like a few days ago, but I went to put it on and it was way too light, so I ended up putting it back in my drawer, which I don't know why I did that because I'm probably the fairest that I'll ever be right now, so having a foundation that's too light for me right now just doesn't make sense. So I am gonna declutter this even though I don't want to, because again, love Laura Mercier. I really wanted to try this product, but it's just too fair for me, and I know that I'm not gonna like it if I have to like force myself to make it work. So this is in the shade 1 and 2, just in case you were curious. But yeah, this is a sad one. My heart breaks as I declutter that product. RIP Laura Mercier foundation. Question number 8 is what is a makeup product that was not worth the hype? I feel like a few of the products that I've mentioned so far would fit well in this category, and I didn't have something that immediately came to mind, so I kind of had to sit on this for a minute. The first thing I thought of was the KVD Good Apple foundation, because that went absolutely viral. I was trying to think of viral products. That went absolutely viral. I tried it and I hated it, like absolutely hated it, but I was going to talk about that and here I am still talking about it, but I decided to not include it in this tag because I want to try it again. I do want to try it again. It's been a while since I tried it. It's probably been like a year or so. I need to try it again to see if my thoughts have changed, because sometimes they do change. Not in this case though. So I was trying to think of viral products, and I was like, you know, most of the viral products I just don't buy anymore because I don't know, I feel like they're kind of like flops a lot of the time, and so I haven't bought any of the more recent viral makeup products. So I kind of was thinking back to this. So this is the Putty Eye Primer from e.l.f. and I feel like this had a lot of hype around it initially. I don't think it still has a lot of hype. Maybe I could be wrong. I always feel so bad because I feel like I'm like talking so negatively, but like I love these brands and I love most of their products, so I love you, e.l.f. Please don't think I don't love you, like I do. But yeah, this just, I don't know. I felt like this was supposed to be the next best thing as far as eyeshadow primer and eye bases go. This was supposed to replace the MAC paint pots of the world, but it just didn't. I think they're really good alternatives, and I've mentioned this before, like I think that these are good products, but I would 10 out of 10 times I would purchase the MAC paint pots over these e.l.f. ones, even though they're a fraction of the price. This MAC paint pot is in soft ochre. I have been using this for, I don't know, maybe like a couple months now, but I've had it for longer than that, and these MAC paint pots last forever. They stay creamy, they stay pigmented, they are incredible. This is the best eyeshadow primer I've ever used. I went through Painterly. It took me like 2 years to use up one thing of Painterly. Now, these are probably not technically good for 2 years, but I continued to use it because the product was still great. So don't necessarily do as I do, just, you know, follow the recommendations. But these are so good. They're so good and they last so long and they work so well. Now, this product works really well. This is the Putty Eye Primer in Cream. This is supposed to be a dupe for soft ochre specifically. So as you can see, they are very similar in color and concept, but these dry out within a week. Like within a week, you've got like a centimeter of separation around the edges and it becomes hard as a rock, and it does not work. It drags on your eyelids, it becomes patchy, it skips. It like hurts my eyelids to apply this because you have to like apply so much pressure and they just dry out way too fast. These will literally, my Painterly didn't dry out until like I had like a teensy tiny bit of product left. Oops. Again, it took like 2 years for that thing to dry out. This takes literally a week and you already can see it shrinking because it's losing moisture and drying out. So this, I felt like had a lot of hype initially, but definitely not worth it. Again, I don't think it's a terrible product. The actual product itself works well when it's fresh, but once you open that thing, you've got about a week to use it up, and that's obviously not very possible. Number 9, what is a concealer that you could not get to work? This is one that I actually don't even have anymore. I tried so hard to make this concealer work. I like lied to myself because I was like, you know, like this is good, like I can make it work, but I could never make it work, and it made me so angry because everybody loved it. It was so popular. I feel like people don't talk about it as much anymore, but the concealer that I'm referring to is the Born This Way concealer from Too Faced. I literally made myself believe that I liked that concealer, but when I look back, I can't think of a single time that I used it and like truly enjoyed the way that it looked on my under eyes. It always creased on me. It would not stay in place. It just did not work for me. I've seen it look so beautiful on other people and I've seen people rave about it, but I could not make it work, and it's unfortunate because I wanted to make it work, but I just couldn't. I loved the foundation, I loved the powder, but the concealer was just not it for me. So I more recently decluttered that concealer, but I looked at my collection and I couldn't really think of anything that I currently have that I just like could not make work for me besides this one, but we were already using this for a separate category. So anyway, that's question number 9. And then the final question is, if you had to start one makeup category from scratch, what would you choose? And again, I did not have an immediate answer for this question. I really had to sit and think about it, and I still don't know that I have an answer. I feel like maybe I would choose foundation. So in this is like a hypothetical question where, you know, if you got rid of every single product from your collection of a certain category, like what would you want to start fresh with? So I feel like foundation or like a cream product like concealer, I feel like those are good picks because those aren't super like long lasting products, and I don't have a lot of like limited edition concealers or foundations, whereas eyeshadow palettes I could never. I am way too sentimental over my eyeshadow palettes. I could never start fresh with eyeshadow palettes. But I feel like concealer and foundation I could, because I have a few that I love. You guys see me use them all the time, like the Sephora Best Skin Ever, the Ofra Absolute Cover. I even saw one, the Urban Decay the blue like squeezy tube one, I forget what it's called, but that one I used to use all the time. I kind of forgot about that one. I have a few that I pretty much rotate through, and I can always repurchase those. So I'm thinking foundation would be my answer. I have way too many lip products. Start over there. Eyeshadow palettes is just a no. Primer, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of like, I kind of know what I like when it comes to primers these days, which it always changes. But yeah, I feel like if I had to pick, I'm gonna go with foundation. I'm gonna go with foundation because I feel like that's like my oldest, like non-up-to-date category, and I feel like it could use a revamp. I'm not saying that I'm going to declutter all of my foundations, but if I had to pick one to like completely get out of here, I think it would be foundation. So let me know what your answers were to these questions, and let me know what you thought about my answers. I felt like I was like a little bit feisty in this video, so I'm sorry again, but this was really fun, and I think, you know, it was very fitting with the general type of content on my channel these days. So yeah, if you guys have YouTube channels, I'd love to see you guys film this tag and like tag me or like send me the link through your Instagram DMs or something so that I can see. Again, don't forget to check out Lauren May Beauty's video as well as Ava's video. I will have them linked down below along with the questions. I also wanted to mention that my makeup today is day 14 of working my way through my entire makeup collection. I am currently in the middle of the wear test portion of this process, and you guys can check these videos out over on TikTok and Instagram. But that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I love you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.